Hello. So I'm going to be talking again about one of my my commission work, and in this case, it's the cover for a split 7-inch for a hardcore punk band called Kismet Hc, or hardcore. Never really spoke to them how it was actually pronounced, and is their side. They had their side of it, and the other side was just a band called Happy Bastards. Um, Now, the brief that I had for this was it was to be a piece. They wanted it to be about violence against women. So obviously, biblical images are usually quite quite are quite rife with that, really. So yeah, on their side of things, as with punk ones, it's a bit more, always a bit more interesting than just how record labels used. You know, the label on the vinyl used to be, where it was literally just the name of the band um, and the track on that side, and just some copyright information and publishing information. So, and you have that's Happy Bastard's side of the lyric sheet insert, and his um, and here's the Kismet HC side, and see here, thanks to back when my name was Jonathan Baker and had a different email address and different URL, you can't really go those anymore. Although with the www.jonathanbaker.com, it's interesting to actually go on to, I don't know if you've heard of Internet Wayback Machine. So you go to archive.org, you can put in the name of any URL, any site, and then click on it, and it will show you various screenshots throughout the years of it. Now, sometimes the images aren't always there because they, for whatever reason. So I've looked back on, and I did a video on previous versions on my website as well, which you can look back on. But yeah, so the brief of this, it's all these came from the same children's Bible. So you had these there are these various bits of apocalyptic. This would have been Old Testament stories, though. That there, you've got, this was probably Eve, and that was Job's wife turning into a pillar of salt, and obviously Moses, the main matriarch, obviously preparing to, or having whacked some of these women, and in this case a child here, and that's all nasty and apocalyptic. So that's all really there was to it. It's actually, the piece itself is roughly around the same size. I think it's actually a bit wider, though. I can't remember. I did actually look at this piece the other week when I was scanning an artwork for the book, and this one's not going in, but I thought it was an interesting piece of artwork. It was nice, and they're a good band, and they're good people. So I thought I'd like to talk about this one for my commissioned work, because it was nice of them to ask me to do this, and or I asked them and they allowed me to do it. I can't remember because it was a while ago. I mean, it was before I changed my name, so that was around. That was over 10 years ago, so, or 12 years ago, so nearly 12 years ago. So this was made, see if it says about the year. Let's see. Fortunately, it's not saying. Oh, here we go, yeah, 2006. So it was a lot longer ago than that. That was about nearly 19 years ago. 18, at least 18 years ago. So that was quite a while. How time flies. So I still talk about my people being on MySpace. So that's how long ago it was. If people can, my age can remember that, and people a bit younger, but some of the younger viewers may not have seen so much about that. So, and this is how I got in touch with these people. You could actually listen to their music on band's music on MySpace. It did end up becoming more of a musicians type social network, but it was great. It was a social network with no algorithms or anything like that. Just you could put your stuff up, and with there obviously will have been some restrictions about what you could say, so you couldn't do anything, do anything horrible, but or certainly not illegal. And some things that are unfortunately legal but still horrible you couldn't do. So that was what that was about. And I had a MySpace page at one point as well, and you could customize it with these templates and stuff. The majority of them looked horrible. I tried to make mine look as good as I could, because I knew a bit about web design back then. So that was the early 2000s days of the internet, and how we've come since then. So this is this. So let me know what you think of it. I think it's a pretty good piece. It's a good record. It's a while since I've listened to it because I've got a vinyl player, but it's one of those ones that you convert vinyl to MP3. I just haven't listened to it. You pulled it out in a while. So, and I came across some copies of this when I was looking for through a lot of records in my collection that I might like to do the favourite record covers, and I decided to keep this and that separate because I didn't want to be that person that having some of my favourite record covers be one of my own. I didn't want to do that, but I'd like to talk about my own experiences with stuff that I've done, but in a different context. So that's what this is about. So let me know what you think, whether you like it. As always, like, share and subscribe. In my description I have my merch links and my socials that are on my link tree, and also you will see my Patreon on there. So let me know what you think. Whether you I've already said that, sorry. I shall speak to you soon. Thank you.